Hello everyone, welcome back to Gardening in the Delta. Today we're going to be looking at my deck down there and going over some future ideals I have for it. Before we begin, please hit like and subscribe down at the bottom. You'll see links to my other channels. I have a Cooking with MARYSUE channel that I cook one recipe every weekend. There's Brother Claude Reflects, his channel, and my reselling channel, Susie Q Knickknacks. I just started this channel this week to showcase our other love, which is our passion for gardening. We both love it. We both enjoy it. He specializes in planting perennials and trees and shrubs out in the yard, while I usually devote most of my time to the annuals in the pots. I love all the pretty annuals. There's so many different ones. I don't really have a favorite. That's why I like to plant different ones different years. I will rotate them, plant something this year, next year plant something different. There's daylilies right there, about ready. A whole bunch of them and a whole bunch way over there. I love my artwork here in the garden. I throw little pieces in now and then. These here are made of, handmade out of wood. They are gorgeous, different colors of wood here. I bought these at a crafts fair a few years ago down in Canton, Mississippi. They have a huge craft fair twice a year. It's the third Thursday every May and October. And when the wind blows, these are just gorgeous when they spin. I planted this hydrangea just a few days ago for another video. It's a pot-sized hydrangea. It won't get really huge. The variety is called Summer Crush. It only gets about 18 to 36 inches high and about that wide. Perfect for a pot, a big pot. If we move this away, there's an azalea. It's not in bloom. It was a few months ago, but it's not now. And that's not one of those that blooms 3 times a year. That's the old-fashioned type azalea. It blooms about once a year, and that's it. Over in this little vacant area that he's been clearing out, that's our AC units. I want to put some color in here, so I picked out some foxglove he's going to plant for me, and these gorgeous Denver daisies, Rudbeckia. These daisies are perennial. Not all daisies are, but these are. They don't spread aggressively. They'll get about 2 feet high and 2 feet wide, so they'll fill in really nice here. I may put a few more here as we go. This is a little piece of a dead bush he's going to cut down soon. Here's some roses that have quit blooming right now. They were gorgeous about a month ago. Early spring, mid-spring, they were beautiful. Pink and red and yellow. In fact, looky here. They've got one little straggler hanging on. Just one gorgeous little bloom. Bright yellow, beautiful. There's a peony he's planted. It hasn't bloomed yet. It will later. It takes a while for peonies to come in bloom. Look at all the gorgeous ferns. We have ferns all over the place. We love ferns. They came with the house, so we're happy with them. We're glad. Look at this whole area here full of ferns. And on top of that mound over there is a, might not can see it from here, but there's a Japanese maple he planted a few weeks ago. There's a fringe leaf. It will get about 6 high and about 6 to 8 feet wide. And it's in mostly partial shade there. It gets very little sun there, so Japanese maples like partial shade. If you put it in complete shade, it's going to turn green. But if you put it in too much sun, the leaf will look faded. It has to be just the right combination of part sun, part shade. I see some daylilies way over there in bloom. Let's go on down the ramp here. I like this little brick ramp that goes down to the deck. I've got to get back out here and with my leaf blower and blow all this stuff off the deck again. I just did it last week. With all these trees above the deck, it's always dropping stuff on the deck constantly. There's more ferns over there. You see this big tree up here and that dead stuff on it? He sprayed that last week with brush killer. That was poison ivy or poison oak and Virginia creeper. He wanted to get rid of it off that tree. And sure enough, it's dying. If there's anything you want to get rid of, just spray brush killer on it. It will kill anything you put it on. So you have to kind of be careful when you spray it. Over here, we got a nice little struggling, one little hosta that comes back every year. It'll get bigger in a few more weeks. I'm going to plant a few more hostas in this and clean it out and put some more in there. My plan is all around this rail, if you follow me, all around the deck, I'm going to space out some hanging planters on the outside of the rail and plant hostas in them. Because, as you can see, most of the time, about 90% of the day, this deck is in shade. It gets a little sun, but not much. I would like to plant some other perennials that might bloom in the shade with a little color, but it's kind of hard to find plants that bloom in the shade. But hostas would do well. And we both love hosta, but we found out so do the deer. And there's lots of deer around here. So we do have a lot of hostas around the house. The deer won't come that close to the house. They're too shy. And they won't come up here on the deck, I'm pretty sure. So that's why I'm going to put hostas around here. And if you follow me over the deck here, the deck's pretty high. Way down there, we're probably about 15 feet up. There's a little stream that runs below here, beside the deck. Going this direction, the stream continues all the way under that bridge, and all the way on down, probably another quarter mile to the road, to our driveway, and it goes up under a culvert. There's a little swing over there. Going back up the mountain that way, the stream continues way on up the mountain. We have a hill there as part of our property, really a mountain. We climbed up it a few months ago to see how far we could go. Seems like you just never get to the top though. When you think it to the top, you turn around, there's another hill go up. It just continues on and on. But we did get pretty high up there and looked down over it, and we could see the stream that was way up there coming down to here. When it rains really heavy, the water gets up about halfway up that bank. It's never come to the top of the bank, at least not yet. Another gorgeous fern over there. There's a lot of buckeye plants here too. They're not in bloom now. They were a few weeks ago. There was just dozens of buckeye trees around here with the gorgeous little red blooms all over them. But once I find my hanging planters and install them out here, like I said, I'll be putting hostas in them. I'm trying to find some rectangle hanging planters if I can. We have a bench there and a built-in bench there. I'll get back out here early in the morning and blow this stuff off with the leaf blower. And it'll look nice for a few days till it all comes back down again, falls on the deck again. Go head back up this way. I had these nice heavy iron rails installed last year. We have one on each side of the house, because on each side of the house the land slopes downward, and there are stepping stones on the path, but when it rains or it's wet, the stepping stones can be slippery, so I had these rails put in just for safety. And also way over there going up to the pool, we have the iron rail put up the center of those steps to make it easy. Going to head back up this way. There's our shy little girl right there. I love concrete things out in the yard. They last forever. They last good in the weather. This little vine here is taking over all through this. It's gorgeous though. When it's in bloom in the springtime, it was in bloom a few weeks ago. It has these gorgeous little purplish blue looking flowers all over it. This is one of the vines that he does like around here, because it blooms so nice and it's gorgeous. And the leaf is variegated, which he loves, variegated foliage. And it doesn't creep upward. It just spreads on the ground. It doesn't go up. The last 3 years he's been killing out another invasive vine around here called Asian jasmine. That vine climbs up all over the house. It climbs up everywhere. And he's been just spraying and killing it constantly. I think that's kind of what happened to that bush there. He got some brush killer on the bush by accident, and that's what happened. We're back to our little hostas here. I won't get too close. I don't want to scare the mama bird, but underneath one of those hostas, that one closest to the porch, is a little bitty nest with 5 little bird eggs in it. I'm not sure what kind of birds they are yet until they hatch. But every time I get too close, mama bird flies out. Scare her. I don't want to scare her right now. Okay, we'll call this a wrap. I'll be back eventually, soon. I'm trying to do these videos pretty close together, maybe one a day, one every other day. But we'll continue my journey later, and I'll keep you updated on the progress of the deck down there. If you have any comments, let me know. Please say hi to me and let me know any ideas you got. Bye for now. God bless. Happy gardening.